Have you built with the guard outside outside of that first parliament?
Yeah.
Yeah. You tell a little bit of them experiences.
Yeah, I was down in the hole in the basement where he shot Dice.
Well, how old were you around that time?
Like knowledge equality.
His knowledge equality.
Yeah.
So they let you down there. You was able to get down there at that
I
time.
had no problem. Plus the brothers that I was with, your father knew, who they were. So I had no problem. Maybe somebody that around the block probably would chase their ass up out of there. Because when we was down in the basement, brothers, would come through and the father told them, going into school, a line there, and we'd be in the basement, with the father. We come from Medina to see him,
Well, add on about that, traveling from Medina to see Allah. What was, how did that work? Bro was just like, yo, we're gonna all go see Allah. How did that happen?
All right, well, whoever, decided that's what they wanted to do, Like, God might say, yeah, I'm gonna go to Mecca and see my old earth, and I'm gonna go by and see the Father. You like, yo, I'm gonna roll too, man. I'm gonna go see Allah,
You remember the time period when we first got to school? You know what I'm saying? What was the school like? Because I know, I was just asking, like the different phases of the school, like civilization classes. But what I understand, like I asked a question like, who was really starting the first civilization class? For what I was told that it was Colleen that came up with the idea of having civilization classes at a law school. But before that, there really wasn't civilization
Brothers
classes.
just teach, man.
Brothers just be there teaching. It wasn't like no formal thing.
No. Man, brothers just teach. And he telling the truth ain't what anybody else got to say.
So the history of the classes actually started around the time, like when I got there, which was like in the born ciphers. But before that, this just was.
It's always brothers coming and somebody be building and dropping. You know what I'm saying? At a different time.
Right.
But back in that time, it wasn't a lot of recording and shit like that.
Yeah, that too. Right. Yeah.
So, you just had to catch that part,
Yeah. But God, what about because I know you've seen a lot of different times, like the equality ciphers, the God ciphers, the Bell ciphers, the board. You've seen the changes through the time, like from your perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've been around, pal.
Yeah, from your perspective, God, like what would you say the changes were from the equality ciphers going into the God ciphers?
Shit. It was, man, growth in some degrees and in other degrees it shit just like dead.
A little dead, huh?
Yeah. Shit, everything is different, man. Even getting locked up in motherfucking prisons and the motherfucking jail is different now. Because the guards used to be in there dominating force and shit. It ain't the same no more. They had the bench where people used to come, to see their family that was locked up. There would usually be guards in positions of power to make sure, everything went right in inside and that the population was dealt with right inside, Yeah, man, it's a lot of shit different now, man. Like, they definitely knew who we were at that damn time, A lot more they got no idea nowadays, you know. But we just gotta give it to the babies, man, so they can deliver it onto their peers. That's how the shit gotta go by, you know. Wanted us to teach, man, you know. Now you can go so many places, man, people ain't even got a clue about the knowledge of who we is, you know. It's like I wear my flag, you know. I see who recognize that, you know.
I mean, but see, like in the guard site for years, wearing a flag, a lot of people recognize it. At what point did you say their brothers stopped really recognizing it?
That's, you know, time went on, man, you know. The people didn't have the same, you know, exposure to the fucking truth, man, you know.
I mean, what do you think that was due to? Do you think that was due to the media, or what, you know, brothers started doing something else? What you think it was?
God, the teachings, you know, changed for us, you know, how brothers was advocating, man. One time brothers used to be out on the corners and teaching, you know? Things just got different, man. At one time, man, we made sure all the babies had the opportunity to get the knowledge, you know? As time went on, you know, things are different, man. Everybody not doing the same thing like it was back in those days, you know? Time bring about changes, God.
If Mega did this.
To see the entire complete film that these segmented clips come from, join 7 On Demand. Add on with me as we take our media to the next level.